Hello people, it's your boss man back again with another video, and this time it's a preview for Manchester United v Arsenal. Just before going to that game, just want to quickly recap on a fantastic victory over Watford, 4-2 in the end, 3-0 in the first half, very comfortable. However, in the second half it was very nervy. Couple of things I took away from the game. Firstly, we weren't fantastic in the first half. I think we were a bit undeserving of a 3-0 lead. I can't lie, I thought Watford were a decent team in the first half, but you know, we're very clinical. That's something that we haven't been over the last couple of weeks, and also we are absolutely shocking without Matic. So please be fit for this game against Arsenal, because if Herrera is playing in that midfield with Pogba, Lord have mercy if Ozil's going to be running at that with Sanchez. It's going to be an absolute flipping nightmare. But that aside, we got the win against Watford, which was the most important thing. Like I said, there's a couple of things I weren't best pleased about. Some of the substitutions Jose Mourinho made weren't really what I personally would have done. I would have brought Zlatan on for Lukaku a lot earlier. Obviously, Lukaku spinning that very good chance to make it 4-0, which would have sealed the game. But like I said, I was a bit disappointed with the fact that we capitulated so much basically without Matic in the second half. I think he went off for like the 55th minute, and since then pretty much it was all Watford. Like I said, we weren't probably deserving of the 3-0 lead at the half time, but we were very clinical, and the goals by Ashley Young were absolutely sublime. Make no mistake about that. And that man, Lingard also, who I've been given a stupid amount of stick consistently. To be fair, I haven't really given that much stick. I've just said he's a squad player, and I still stand by that. However, he shut me up, and he produced one of the moments of the season for me personally. We've seen a lot of good goals this season from United, but for me personally, that's the best goal I've seen so far in this season, just because, you know, the situation we were in, 3-2, I really thought they had the capabilities of getting that third goal, especially with the momentum, and it's just the ability to run past that many players from such a long distance, so late on in the game as well, to show good stamina and fitness as well, and obviously skill. It was a bit like Giggs for me personally, very reminiscent of the Giggs goal against Arsenal. Obviously, if you know, you flipping know which goal I'm referring to, but yeah, fair play to Lingard. He shot me up, and I'm pretty sure he shot a lot of you lot up as well. But anyways, regarding how we're going to set up against Arsenal, like I said, I really hope Matic isn't injured, because we saw basically we saw in the second half, you know, how much of an impact he has. Very similar to Pogba. I think they both have, you know, basically the same amount of impact on our team and importance, so to speak. Obviously, without Pogba, we were absolutely poor this, you know, those games during the October-November period. And then I feel like it could be a similar situation without Matic. We have got two massive games. Well, I suppose if you count the Champions League game as well, 3 very important games coming up in the following week. Obviously, Arsenal, then Moscow, and then Man City. Ideally, we have to win at least Man City, and well, I suppose we have to win all 3, but let's make no mistake about it. But we need Matic fit for all 3 of those games. Like I said, I'm not going to blame Herrera necessarily, although he hasn't been fantastic. I just don't think the system suits his style of play. He can only play in a 4-3-3 for me. Well, that's evident from what I've seen so far. He might prove me wrong, however, I just don't think it's worth the risk. Obviously, if you know, Matic isn't fit, obviously Fellaini's not fit, so it looks like Herrera is going to have to play. And if that is the case, we're going to have to change the system to accommodate him, because I'm not having us getting overrun in the middle of the park by Watford and Richarlison and Cleverley and just players like that. Obviously, they're good players, don't get me wrong, but if it's Sanchez and Ozil running to that much space in the middle of the park, you know, in the second half like Decore was, we're going to get absolutely annihilated. Make no mistake about it. It wasn't a coincidence that they got that much space when Matic went off the pitch, you know, and Herrera went on to replace him. It wasn't a coincidence at all. Matic's job is absolutely fundamental to us being successful on both parts, defensively and going forward, because it frees Pogba up. You know, without Matic on the team, Pogba has to do more defensive duties, something he's not really good at, clearly from last season, but it means it affects us going forward as well, because he doesn't have the capabilities of obviously having that free roam of going forward, which is what Matic has given him this season so far. So for me, firstly, it's important that we have Matic fit. If we don't have him fit, we have to play 3 in the middle of the park. We have to pack the middle of the park. Pardon me. We have to pack the middle of the park. I don't know if that's something Jose has even thought about, but we can't have a repeat of what happened against Chelsea. We tried to go toe-to-toe against Chelsea, which is completely fine. We're going to have to do that against Arsenal, because like I said, we need the 3 points, given how City obviously are storming ahead with the league, so to speak. We have to go for the 3 points, but that doesn't mean we have to be stupid and just go all guns blazing. We have to pack the middle of the park, and we have to match their formation. I think they're probably going to go for a 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, what it is. I don't mind if he matches that formation. However, the people in the middle of the park are going to have to be prepared to run. So I wouldn't mind in that case Lingard playing, because obviously he clearly showed the capabilities of, well, he surely, or clearly should I say, he's got the capabilities of obviously running for a long period of time, and even in the dying embers of the game, he's still, you know, produced a good sort of amount of energy, so to speak. Anyways, regarding that, let's go into my team lineup. Obviously, I'm making this on the Thursday, so we might get a bit more news tomorrow. But just bear that all in mind. I'm making this on the Thursday, so we don't know if Matic is fit or not. I'm hearing a 75% chance of playing. Also, Sanchez is 75% chance of playing, but it looks like Sanchez is going to play. Just a bit of a just a sort of precautionary thing. But yeah, regarding Man United in general, I'm going to go De Gea in there, right back for me. I'm going to stick to 4-3-3. I'm going to stick to what I'm saying because I feel like Matic might be injured. If I know what, forget that. I'm going to pretend Matic is fit. I'm going to go De Gea in there. I'm going to stick with the 3-5-2. I personally don't agree with this formation for us because the only reason being, obviously, Luke Shaw's fantastic on that left wing back position. But for me personally, Antonio Valencia is not good enough going forward. I just don't think he has the capabilities to go forward like he once did when he was a winger, when he was first signed. I just don't know what's happened to him. He's so poor going forward. His inability to, you know, give us width on that wing is just... I don't know, I just thought against Watford we were kind of lucky, we were very clinical, but we didn't really create that many chances until we were like 3-0 up. Obviously all the goals were a bit random, apart from the Martial one, even that was a bit random, it was a bit of a defensive mistake. But anyways, I'm just going to match Arsenal's formation because I'm pretty sure they're going to do 3-5-2. So I'm going to go 3 at the back, keep the exact same 3. I thought they were fantastic. Yes, we conceded 2 goals a bit later on, but up until that Rojo penalty, I thought we were very solid at the back. And Lindelof, for me, I'm very happy to see him obviously performing well. Again, just keep the same team pretty much actually, just to save a bit of time. Exactly the same team. I'm obviously assuming Matic is fit. I'm assuming Lingard is fit. Obviously, and we keep Martial and Lukaku up top. For me, Martial in particular has been absolutely fantastic. I got a feeling he might play Rashford instead, but I honestly think that would be a mistake. For me personally, Martial has been our best player this month, without a shadow of a doubt. I think he's been very underappreciated, and I was actually screwing when he got substituted because for me personally, it should have been Lukaku who went off. Yes, I understand he needs a goal, but at the same time, it's not Lukaku FC, it's Man United FC, and we had to do what's best for the team, and that was keeping Martial on the pitch to obviously get that goal on the break. If he was, you know, taking him off, bearing in mind this game on the weekend to rest him, I suppose I can give him the benefit of the doubt, that's understandable, but I just don't know if that was the situation. I felt like it was a tactical decision. But yeah, that aside, so I'll go for the exact same team, bearing in mind if Matic is fit. If he's not fit, I'm going to play the same team pretty much, but go to a 4-3-3 and take Rojo out. Sorry, take Lindelof out, play Rojo and Smalling at the back, so 4-3-3, Rojo, Smalling at the back, and then put a midfield 3 of Herrera in the hole, basically sitting in front of the back 4, Pogba and Lingard next to him. The reason I put Lingard next to him, because like I said, he's got the ability to run, and that's something we're going to need against Arsenal. I would love to see Mkhitaryan there, but it's not realistically going to happen, and also he doesn't have the ability to track back as much as Lingard. I know on many occasions I've always said I'd rather have Mkhitaryan in the team, but in these kind of games when you need people to pack the midfield, and you need runners, I think Lingard's the perfect person for these kind of big games. But anyways, that aside, let's quickly talk about Arsenal. Like I said, Sanchez is potentially a doubt, but man is that. Sanchez, Ozil, they look fantastic at the moment. I'm hearing Lacazette might be injured as well. Again, I don't think that's a massive loss because he would have got pocketed anyways. Giroud's obviously come off the back of 2 goals in the last game. I think it was against Huddersfield that they just beat 5-0. But yeah, obviously Arsenal, a good team on the day. They could do anything to anyone on the day. Obviously, they showed against Spurs they have the capabilities of stepping up. We know that from Arsenal anyways from the past years, but it's just which Arsenal's going to turn up. If it's the Arsenal that turn up against Spurs, potentially we might be in trouble if we haven't got Matic in particular, because obviously we have been very lightweight and suspect recently in the middle of the park in general. I just think that's where Arsenal are most, you know, that's what Arsenal are known for, being most dominant in the middle of the park. So that's important that we do get people in and around Ozil. If we stop Ozil, I think we'll stop the whole game, to be fair. Although Ramsey does have the opportunities to hurt us with the late runs, but I just think Ozil is the main man. He's the orchestrator, and I would love to see him at Man United, of course. But yeah, if we can stop Ozil, I think we've definitely got a good chance of getting a good result. Arsenal aren't, you know, they're not like a team that I think that, oh, I'm really scared, because you don't really know what to expect from them. Like I said, you don't really know what to ask them to turn up. So bearing that all in mind, like I said, Ozil, Sanchez are the main men. We all know that they're the main men. They're probably going to be gone by next year. But yeah, I think them 2 are the main men. So I honestly genuinely think we can actually beat them and go to the ground and beat them. If Giroud's playing up front of it, like I said, we shouldn't really have that many problems, although he causes a bit of problems in the air. It's Welbeck that's the one that pisses me off. He always seems to turn up against those. It's like he has some personal vendetta. You think we would have sold him or something, fuck knows, but he seems to always turn up against us. So hopefully it's Giroud playing over Welbeck, but we'll see what happens with Arsenal. But yeah, that aside, I really think we can get a good win against them. game. I don't think they're that good going defensively. Yes, Mustafi was fantastic, and so was Koscielny against Spurs. But like I said, if we can get Lukaku on top of them and bully them, they're pretty much they've got no cojones, as Troy Deeney said. So we've got the potential to bully them up front. We've got flipping Lukaku. We've got a bit of pace. They're going to struggle with a bit of pace. Yes, Bellerin's quick, but Monreal, for me personally, he's not all that. Kolasinac, he's a decent player, but for me personally, Monreal's not all that. We can definitely get at him. He's a flipping hit and miss player. Same with Mustafi. Koscielny I do rate, to be fair, but in general they're not that good defensively. Also Xhaka, I don't personally rate him. Ramsey again, hit and miss. A lot of the players are hit and miss. You don't really know what to expect, but if we win that battle in the middle of the park, I think we'll win this game comfortably, and I'm going to go for 3-1. No, I thought no, is that too ambitious? I feel like that might be a bit too ambitious. No, what? You're right, it is too ambitious. I'm going to go 3-0. I'm going to say 3-1, and that was too ambitious for Arsenal. I'm going to go 3-0 Man United, and the reason I'm saying that is because I feel like Pogba is going to be up for this game, and we're going to win the battle in the middle of the park. So in that case, fuck you now. I'm getting this wrong. Pogba, the man of the match, that's what I was about to say. That man Pogba and Martial causing an absolute madness. Lukaku is going to bully the mother lovers because they can't handle strength. Especially Mustafi, he's a little mother-loving biatch. But that aside, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Obviously, wrapping the retro Man United kit. If you know what's named on the back of this, you're an absolute OG. By all means, feel free to guess in the comments. Drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And also, if you're new here, feel free to just engage with the brother. But yeah, apart from that, if you've agreed or disagreed with what I said, by all means, I'm always up for in a debate, as you could probably imagine. But yeah, if there's any Arsenal fans watching this also, feel free to give me a bit of boost back. Let us know what you think about the game, and obviously what you think that's going to happen. Like I said, if we can stop Ozil, I think we've got a very good chance of winning this game. I'm still backing the 3-0 victory because you're bottle jobs. Let's go. Come on, United. Come on. Come on!